sometimes older people say things that are a little bit weird, such as pronunciations of words. For example, winders, Earl, potatoes, library, milk, ambulance. These things are all different ways that people use their twang and slang to talk. Well, sometimes it's really funny, though. Because, the other day, I was talking to my grandma, and we were talking about jet engines and stuff, right? And we're like, oh, she's like, the turbine works real nice. It spools up from the fuel that goes in there, and it comes to them fuel injectors, and what happens is, it shoots off. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's interesting. Well, the day afterwards, she tells me, hey, that guy over there is wearing a turban. I'm like, oh my God, it's probably going to crush his neck. Do we need to save him? Grandma, what do we do? He's got a turbine on his head. She wasn't pleased. Now, this also happened in another fashion. One day I called and told my grandma I had a new crock pot. Now, this is a true story. I swear on my life. I worked at a shop where my mom was the manager for a little while. And my grandma ran up to my mom and was like, hey, listen, you need to talk to your son. He's over here professing how he likes his new crack pipe. And my mom calls me in the office and she's like, hey, listen. We need to have a talk. Are you doing anything you shouldn't do? I'm like, no, I do whatever the fuck I want. She's like, no, that's not what I mean. She's like, do you need help? Do you have a problem? I'm like, with what? She's like, well, your grandma told me what you told her. I'm like, yeah, totally. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to cook shit in this damn crock pot. I swear on my life, it either burns or runs out of water. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I told grandma I got a new crock pot, and hopefully she'd share some recipes with me. She's like, oh my God, your grandma told me you had a new crack pipe. I was ordering her drug test and everything right now. I'm like, what? Oh, thank God you didn't. I smoke weed.